webinar and something that we're really enjoying doing.
Hello, everyone. We're live now. Thank you for joining us. And here's Sharolyn.
Hi, everybody. We're happy to have you back with us. And we just want to thank you for being here. And we just want to tell you how happy we are to be doing this. About every 2 weeks, we're bringing you what we consider in our marketing firm to be really, really key. Advices and suggestions and Helen's enthusiasm, and it's just great that we're able to pencil out time to provide this for you guys, and we know that it's going to help you on your journey towards success and setting goals and reaching higher and higher aspirations. So we'll keep doing it, and look for our banners and our advertisements for it, and join on, or we're going to upload all of these to our YouTube channel. So if you ever need to go back and look at a specific topic that is that you're wanting to develop in your business plan, just visit us there as well at Helen and Sharolyn on YouTube. So I'm going to turn the time over to Helen, and we have a great topic in store for you today. I'm going to go ahead and let her announce it. It's a wonderful way for you to grow your business and to give like really positive attention to your existing clients and the ones that are on their way.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Sharolyn, my partner, and thank you everyone for joining me today. And the topic is great. The topic is all about serving your customers. So if you're not doing this on a regular basis, you're in for a treat, because you're going to learn a different technique that you can use as a strategy, as part of something that you could add into your marketing book. And that is serving your customers on a regular basis to grow your business. So serving your business doesn't mean that you're only here to get those bad feedbacks back from people, or in fact, people praising you all the time. And that's not what you want. What you want out of these surveys at this point is what the type of surveys we're going to talk about today is the kind of surveys that will promote your products, the different products that you sell, whether it's treatment in a dental office, or it's a type of restoration, or a supply, if you're a supply vendor. So here we go. We're going to get started. Get excited and grow your business this way. Utilize this and take advantage of serving your customers to be most effective for your business, and not only to grab great feedbacks, which we will discuss in the presentation, but we will also talk about how you can design it and also have fun with it with your customers. So without further ado, I am going to turn over to my presentation, and this will just take a second. Craziness that I still have not figured out how to get rid of. Okay, so survey your customers and appreciate the growth. So right now, I just want to let you know that, many of you out there who are watching this right now, maybe you have surveyed your customers, maybe you haven't, but the point here is that you need to do this on a regular basis. You need to be on this topic of serving your customers on a regular basis. That means whether it be a monthly thing that you do, or whether it be once every quarter, once every 6 months, whatever it is, you want to commit to doing this, and you need to stay consistent to this type of strategy. You cannot just survey your customers once, in other words, and just go away. And then it's like, oh, okay, that was cool, for your customers to see. So if you're a dental practice, I'm talking about serving your patients every single visit. So not on their first visit, but having them to give you real-time feedbacks on their experience in your dental office. And if you're a dental laboratory, on a regular basis, along with your statement, or maybe a flyer that goes out with statements, or in your case stuffer. So, do it on a consistent level. Do not do this. Do not even start doing the surveys if you are looking at doing it once and then just kind of forgetting about it in the mix of all your operation and busy day. So here we go. So again, my name is Helen Hunt. I am the CEO and marketing coach here at Helen and Sharolyn, and we are the marketing firm dedicated to the dental industry. However, we have been doing phenomena with outside of dental as well, because my partner Sharolyn is going out there as a sales and marketing executive of our company and just building our company to the next level. So it has been very exciting. We have some different types of industries coming into our company. And, you know, as a marketer, this is really exciting because I get to join forces in the different aspects of life, you know. And so getting people to grow their business the way they want to design and build their business is our job. And that's what we love doing. We have a passion for it. And so that's what we do. I am also a social media expert, so which means, you know, on the social media front, I know exactly what magic works to help grow your business, grab attention, get your brand awareness out there, and to grow your list of hot leads into the business who are very interested to working with you in the future. That also leads to lead generation expert. And then we also broker education at Helen and Sharolyn. So whether it be webinars, we're kind of hot on the webinars lately. So if you have a idea for a webinar topic that you would like to share with your industry, or perhaps a patient education for your vicinity, you know, your cities around, for all those consumers out there, that's something we do. And excuse me for a second. Okay. And then also definitely a branding and rebranding expert here. And you can follow me on Facebook at Helen Hunt PR. We also have Facebook for Helen and Sharolyn, the firm. It's called Helen Sharolyn. Okay, so in the mix of all this, we definitely have just one way of working with Helen and Sharolyn. I just want to explain it real quick before we go further. The way we work is we are working with our clients on a subscription-based only. So that means that there is a fee that you pay once a month, and we automatically charge you, so we don't bother you about invoicing and all that kind of stuff. You can cancel at any time. Not that we have seen any of our clients leave us yet. So I guess we're doing something right. And we get every month after month, you get a very fresh marketing plan, just built, customized for your business and your goals. So that means we do all your initial consultation. We do a check-in call once a month after the plan goes out to you to make sure that we're on the same page and to see what production you would like to go forward with in your plan. And then once after, we just add those production portions into add to cart, and we charge you for that. And then we get going with your cool marketing for the month. So it has been a very rewarding experience for us and also our clients. And so look into ways of growing your business with Helen and Sharolyn by visiting us on the web, helenandsharolyn.com. Okay, so before we go back into the marketing and the surveying of your customers, let's talk about your why. Do you know your why? Why you're in business, and what is it that you specialize in? And if you do, you're a lucky, lucky person, because many of our clients walking into us, you know, they just want every piece of the pie, and absolutely that's a great, great idea. However, the best way is to be the why, you know, become the specialty, you know, become the go-to person when it comes to this type of treatment or product, and then collecting everything in turn. And so this has been working very well for our clients. And so we really, really would like to at this time recommend for you to write down your why, know your specialty before you even start getting into your out there, okay? We are all here to be successful, and the way we do it is we got to get out of our hamster wheel, which that's turns me into this awesome quote that I repeat every single time in my webinars and my lectures. We are what we repeatedly do. So get out of your hamster wheel, get excited about your business because you own your business. This is in your fingertips. So the way you design your business, the way you market it, promote it, and brand it is really up to you. It is not up to your customers. It is not up to your competitors. It is really up to you and how you want to build your practice. So if that's the case, knowing this is the biggest knowledge I can give you, biggest lesson I can give you in this session, because, you know, when you get out of the hamster wheel of just trying to do what others are doing, your competitions are doing out there, you kind of lose faith in your own practice, and you kind of lose you know, that passion along the way because you're trying to follow somebody else. And like Sharolyn, my partner, always tells me, you know, we have a lot of other companies that try to follow what we do too. And, you know, and sometimes it gets, you know, it gets a little upsetting, you know, because they get it for free, but that's okay because Sharolyn always tells me, reminds me that, hey, Helen, you know, it's okay because whatever they copy from you or from us, it doesn't matter because they're not going to be genuine because that's not us, right? And that's not exactly their mission. In terms of this, look at what you do and get out of your hamster wheel and build a business that makes transactions. That's what we are here for. We are all here to build our business by making transactions with our customers. So if you are not transacting every single day to a level that you like, then you are in the right place. You want to start marketing your business. You want to definitely create a brand that has that value that you can share out there to the prospect customers, many hundreds of customers out there that are looking for a business like you. So a good business makes good transactions, many transactions, and that's right? Find a reason to celebrate with your customer at all times, throughout the day, throughout the month, throughout the evening, throughout the day. You know, it's easy to say, okay, you know, I like what my competitors are doing, so I am going to follow their route and try to brand, you know, create a brand awareness out there doing that. But no, it's about you and your business and your mission, your passion, and your vision. So find that reason to celebrate. Look around you. There is everything to celebrate. It might be your staff's birthday. It might be your birthday. It might be your wife's birthday. It might be a vacation where you got to refresh your thoughts and came back with a good knowledge and a way to you know, bring more value to your customers. That's a reason to celebrate. A new training program, an equipment that you just invested in. Any of those are things to celebrate, and that is what you want to share and bring awareness out there that you are a moving company. Your business is not doing the same thing in a hamster wheel every day, but in fact, you are moving, you are going forward, and you are all in it for the customer. So in that scenario, you want to be sharing that, not just knowing it inside. Okay, so today we will discuss the following: what a successful survey can do to immediately grow your business. And then secondly, how to brainstorm the right questions to ask in your surveys. How to design a professional looking survey your customers will not ignore, because many surveys you give out, you know, to your customers, especially those ones that, you know, for those of you laboratory owners out there, you know, those surveys that really come with your invoices at the end of invoicing each case, those get ignored many times. I've probably, during my time owning a laboratory, I had probably 2 or 3 customers out of the hundreds that I had that were sending me the survey back on a daily basis. Other than those 3, really, it just kind of got destroyed. So you want to create a survey that is professional looking, that will not get ignored, and I'll show you how to do that. How and who to pass out your surveys to increase your sales. And then we always want to share a bonus tip for success. So here we go. Let's move on. Successful survey. So let's take a look at that. What makes a survey successful? Number 1, you need to be doing it regularly, okay? I cannot say this enough, like I said, previously, do it regularly, commit to it, write it down. If you're going to do it on a monthly basis, which I recommend, highly recommend on a monthly basis if you're a dental laboratory or a supplier, but if you're a dental practice, regularly means every single visit, every single checkup, every single time your patient walks in the door, okay? That is doing it regularly. You get real-time feedback from your people who matters the most to you, which are your patients, your customers, okay? They are the ones that are creating transactions in your business. So guess what? They matter the most. And then obviously, secondly, your employees matter the most, right? Because they are your hands, fingers, your eyes, your feet, right? However, you want to be getting real-time feedback from your customers on a regular basis. Number two, it becomes the best type of consulting. So if those of you who are listening in right now are paying thousands of dollars on a monthly basis or even annually to get consulting to better develop your business, guess what? The best type of consulting comes directly from your customers, listening to your customers. That is where all the marketing starts. If you are not listening to your customers, I cannot tell you enough that a consulting firm cannot just come into your practice and say, hey, develop this, develop that. Yes, they have very legit reasons of why they're saying certain things, but the best consulting, I will tell you right now, is directly from your customers. Number three, it becomes a problem solving. So for you as a business owner, you're in it for the game, okay? You're in it for the game of problem solving and ensuring that your customers are satisfied. Am I right on that? Whether it be your quality, whether it be your customer care, whether it be, making phone calls on time, following up with your customers, whatever that is, it is solving. So you are the person that's supposed to come up with resolutions to every single issue that your customer is facing. So this survey, right, gives you every information that you need to build upon, creating that perfect resolution for your customers. So absolutely fun at that point because you're hearing it directly from the people who are paying you, right? Number four, you get to promote different types of products during your survey. So don't just think a survey is all for the developmental reasons, right? How can we better serve you? How can we be better product for you? How can we be, better customer care for you? It's not only about that, but it's also a means of you to create an awareness that you have certain products. So guess what? Every single month, if you committed to, 12 times a year, every single month of doing surveys or with every patient, you want to switch it up. So if your patient, for example, if you're a dental practice listening in on this call right now, you have a different survey, right, for the first timers, okay, first visits. When they come in for a checkup, you might have a different survey to hand out to them. When they come in for a major case like a smile makeover or a implant surgery, that might be a different survey. So every single survey, if you design it the way it should be done right, the patients are always feeling like they're cared for, that they're being listened in on. So they always have control. They don't feel like, oh, I was mistreated today and I have no one to go back to complain or, talk about my story, my bad experience, other than Yelp, right? You don't want that. When it goes to Yelp or your reviews online, that's already way too late. You want to be doing this in real time in your practice on that visit so you can resolve that issue on the minute before they even get to Yelp or your online reviews, okay? And same with you, all you dental laboratory owners out there. You want to do it in real time before your doctors start feeling like they're helpless, not getting enough these issues resolved with you. And then guess what? They're going to start, opening up to their friends, their colleagues, and, and their dental society meetings. And, word travels. This is very, very, very scary thing. So you you want to prevent that and do it in real time. Number 5, your customers feel like VIP. That is something that you want to be doing on a daily basis. You want to make sure you make your customers, every single one of them, feel like VIPs, not just your VIP accounts, not just your VIP patients, but all of your patients, in fact, should feel like they're being treated like a VIP in your practice, okay? So that is another reason why a survey makes it so good of a business, marketing building strategy. Number 6, great relationship building. So, I mean, how better can you communicate other than to have them to write down their issues, the flaws that you might have, or dissatisfaction that they may feel working with you, then to have these surveys and having them to write it down for you so that you can, in fact, change it. So this becomes a means of very good communication, okay? So that is all about relationship building. Now, let's talk about asking the right questions, okay, in your surveys. This is very important. You don't want to be just doing some surveys with some random questions out there, okay? Number 1, a good example, and of course, I'm going to give you examples here today, but of course, you can come up with hundreds of these great questions that you want to be asking your patients. So I'm going to put you on track of what type of questions, and then you're going to come up with more, I'm sure, for different visits or for dental laboratories out there, different months of the year. The busy months, you might want to ask different questions versus the slow months. A newcomer, a new client, new account might get a different survey than a client that sends you, for example, $10,000 worth of restoration orders on a monthly basis. So these are all things to consider, okay? But number 1, how was your experience? That is very important. You don't want to just give them things on your survey all the time. You want to ask them and give them a broad question. Throw that out there and say, how was your experience at our practice? How was your experience, overall working with me? Where can we improve? This is very important because this is where you get that developmental consultation directly from your customers who matter the most, right? Because guess what? If this customer might be dissatisfied with this issue, there might be another one out there that are just not speaking up. So you definitely want to take it seriously when it comes to this question. Where can we improve? Number 3, what product or treatment did you get? So you want to, find out from them, what is it that we did together? What was it that we did together? And then get feedback on that, right? Number 4, how was your customer service? How was your overall, customer service around? How did our receptionist make you feel, even from your scheduling? Maybe you had to rebook because of schedule conflicts. And how was that experience? Did we make you feel comfortable, right? And if you're a dental laboratory owner out there, how was our customer service? Talking to our front receptionists who are picking up calls to pick up your orders, or possibly, maybe you sent a digital impression in, and, how was that, that whole process, right? So that's customer care. Number 5, please share your story with us. So after you ask that question number 3, what product or treatment did you get, from our practice? You also want to be asking, please share your story with us. I mean, what was your story? You would be so surprised of how their story becomes such an inspiration to the many others out there that are in their place. And then it resonates with them. And then guess what? They become your hot lead and wanting to work with you. So please share your story. For example, I had Sharolyn and I actually had a client who was on a journey, on a mission to create great marketing for her practice. And what happened was she just kind of got lost in the game. She had hired some marketing company and some consulting firms to come into her practice and just kind of revamp everything. And so she could create a strong, solid brand. And then for this marketing company to kind of take off with that, and promoting it out there. But what had happened was they did not flow, and she was just kind of leaving things up to them. And so it doesn't work this way, right? So she actually shared the story, and when she came to our firm, and I'm not here to brag about our firm at all by any means, but I'm just trying to share with you a story that our client had shared with us that absolutely resonated with, and we were able to gain another client from this story, just sharing this one story. So this practice, so she had done that, and then nothing was really working. She was spending a lot of money on a monthly basis, and so she somehow came across to us, and she came in and she decided that she was gonna give us a try. Put some faith on Helen and Sharolyn and give us a try. And she realized the first month, she gave us the story of, what had happened with her and how much money she had to spend. And she had really nothing really moving for her that, as she was expecting. And then the first month of working with us, she said, you guys know what you're doing, and I'm so happy to tell you that, I have this story to tell you, and I'm so thankful that I found you guys, and I'm so thankful that you guys are in business, in fact. And so, and there was different things that we did with her that absolutely got her, gained awareness out there of her specialty practice. And she was very happy going forward. And us, when we received a call from another prospect client, now our current client, we had shared this story with him, and he said, oh my gosh, Helen, oh my gosh, Sharolyn, I was just going through the same thing. I have been doing this for months and nothing has been moving. And so, I'm glad, and I want to give you guys a try. And so that just became a transaction right there. So, share, asking for a story from your customer is very, very important, because this story now becomes a reason to celebrate out there. And even if you're a dental practice, if you gave a person, a patient, a smile makeover, and she had gone through 30 years of, just not being able to smile, and now she's smiling and she's crying and she's tearing for joy, she's rejoicing. You want to be asking her for that story. What did you go through that you are like tearing in my office with this brand new, beautiful smile? And you want to celebrate that by using that as one of your contents on social media, as well as your newsletters, as well as, maybe a video of just, sharing the story of a patient, of a dear, beautiful patient. And so that becomes very good marketing from there. Number 6. Would you refer your friend or family? This is so important. I cannot express enough how important this is, because we have dental practices that have started with us that, said, hey, Helen, how do I get more patients out of the patients that are currently happy with us today? Because we have tons of patients who are happy and satisfied and sending all their children, and then the third generation's coming into our practice. But yet I can't seem to get, referrals out of them. So did you ask? Did you ask for referrals? Did you ask if they're interested enough to give you a referral of one of their friends or family members that need a great practice such as yours to be happy, to have a dentist such as you? Or how about you, dental laboratories? How many times have you gone to your customers, your dentists, at your dentist accounts and said, hey, are you happy with us? And if so, do you have a friend or someone in the industry, some dentists that are needing a dental laboratory such as ours? Have you asked them? And so survey becomes a great way of asking for referrals. So you don't have to do it face to face. You might not have to beg for it, but you're doing it on a very professional manner and asking them, hey, if you have some, just jot them down and give me some information. We'll take it from here. So just simply asking in the survey does the job. Number 7, if so, who, right? Did you try this product or treatment? So again, like I said, it becomes a great marketing as well, these surveys. So just simply asking on different surveys, different months, or different, visit you want to be asking, did you try, Zoom whitening? Did you try Invisalign? Are you in for a smile makeover? Are you happy with your smile? I mean, there's just so many different treatments that you have in your practice or in your laboratory that you probably need to be sharing and promoting out there. How better than to put it down in a survey where they're reading it for feedback, and then they're also saying, oh my gosh, I am only using Emacs with this laboratory. I did not know he does night guards, Or I've had, when I owned the dental laboratory, I've had she had sent me all of her regular restorations on a daily basis, all of her posteriors and anteriors, but I have never received an implant crown from her. So I just thought that she never did implants, okay? And I just thought she just doesn't restore implants. And boy, was I wrong, because 3 years after her and I have been working together, she goes, wow, you do implants? I think she stumbled across one of our social media ads and she said, you do implants? And we're like, you know what? That we are in fact not only doing implants, but we are specialized in implants. So she did not know that. And what she doesn't know, she doesn't know, right? It was my fault for not out there. So definitely you want to be putting this in your surveys as well. Okay, let's move on to designing your professional survey. So I have some softwares that I can recommend for you, such as Photoshop, Elements, Illustrator, all of that. But you know what? For me, like I always tell every single one of our clients and whoever I do any of these lectures, marketing lectures for, doing it, like Nike says, just do it, right? Just doing it is half the job already successful, accomplished, okay? So just simply use your Word, a Microsoft user, use Word or Publisher. It does the job beautifully. If you're a Mac user, use your Pages or Keynote, in fact, and that does the job for creating a very professional looking design. And I will tell you right now, I'm going to show you an example of a survey that we created for one of our clients. And this one, in fact, you could just take a snapshot of it real quick, but this one, Pages. And so this is such an easy thing for you to create, making it look successful, professional, but at the same time, it is a survey that they will not ignore. Why? Because right on the top right there, do you see it says VIP survey? So loves that word VIP. So, you want to make them feel very, very special. So let me read it real quick. Dear VIP customer, you want to always give them a little bit of direction, right? Thank you, you want to appreciate, for participating in our VIP survey. Just for taking the time to give your honest feedback to better serve you and your office staff, company is delighted to send out your company coupon book at the receipt of this survey. So that just basically means that once you receive the survey back from your customer, that you will send them a coupon book. How cool is that? So you're not just ignoring the fact that, of appreciating them, or in fact just saying it, and saying thank you, but you're giving them something in return as a gift to appreciate them, to help you to develop and better, serve them, right? So question number 1 here, I wrote, please explain your restorative chairside appointment experience with our crowns, veneers, bridges, full arch implant cases, implant crowns, etc. Example, delivery time adjustments, patient satisfaction. So you're kind of giving them, pointing them to a direction where you want to kind of get that kind of feedback, right? Number 2, please explain. Oh, by the way, in number 1, if you didn't see, I put down crowns, veneers, bridges, full arch implant cases, implant crowns. So that is kind of promoting your products, right? So that is a good way of promoting your products out there. That in fact you do all of this. You're not only here for PFMs or all ceramics, but you do implant cases. You also specialize in full arch cases. So if whoever is filling out the survey have never worked on a full arch implant case with you and they're sending it to another laboratory, guess what? Now they're gonna know, oh wow, they do full arch implant cases. I'm gonna give them a try. I'm gonna talk to them about that. I'm gonna ask them about that, inquire them. Number 2, your customer service experience with our company, right? Our pickups, on-time deliveries, packaging, communication. So you want to make sure that you make them feel like we care about our customer care. We want to make sure that you're satisfied, that our staff, our team members are really treating you like a VIP. Number 3, are you currently registered to use LabStar? And that's just a lab software that one of our clients use. Online lab slip, accounting, case search, our lab offers. If so, please explain your experience. So this is also a promoting factor. So if your customer, whoever's filling this out, is not experienced with LabStar, you know, the software that you're using between your account and your laboratory, then now they know that there's such a thing and they're going to inquire you about it. And what is that LabStar, right? And number 4, would you benefit from online tutorials on topics such as how restorations are made in the laboratory, the material options, etc.? Would this benefit your patients? If we gave you a video tutorial of just kind of explaining what these are, would this help your practice, is basically what it's saying. So we want to give you value. Can you give us some feedback as to how we can give you value for your patients? Number 5, if you are not currently using digital intraoral scanner for digital impressions, would you be interested in a demo event to explore options? So you're, again, giving them a value to explore. So, there's a lot of dentists out there that are looking into going digital. And so you're now saying, hey, we're involved in that. Do you want us to help you explore, your options? You always want to have your website, your email, and, things like this, your phone number on the bottom of your survey. How and who to pass out this survey? Okay, so this is important. How many, I don't know why this came about. Excuse this fortune. Okay, so the person that you want to be passing this out, again, I explained it in details earlier on, is you, if you're a dental practice, you want to be passing it on every single patient that walks through that door, that front door, and walks out. And the way you do it is you give it to them while they're waiting in the lobby, and you ask them, simply fill this out, because obviously you haven't experienced our practice yet, so you want to experience first, and then take it with you to the op, and then, the op room, and then once you're done, please hand this over to a receptionist once you're done with your appointment. So you definitely want to give them directions as to when do I fill this out and where do I give it to you? Like, do I scan it? Do I take a picture? Or do I just hand it over to the receptionist? So you want to give them directions. And if you're a dental laboratory, same to you. You want to give them directions as to, hey, you're the VIP member, and we want you to scan it and email it to this email to receive your rewards. Okay, and who do you pass it out to? Every single patient, right? So let's skip this one. This is interesting. Okay, so I always end with a bonus tip, and so this is very important that you grab this. You want to always reward with a coupon book or a Starbucks card or any of this type of thing to appreciate them, to make sure you give them appreciation. So this is a coupon book that we created for one of our clients, and they've been using it, and they're very, very happy with this going forward because their customers are really appreciating this. $50 off implants, $25. I mean, this is a value of $100 in this coupon book right now. So, you're giving them a very VIP experience just by filling out a survey to better serve you. We give you this in appreciation. So you want to give them a reward such as a coupon book. And then there's always many other ideas. There's so many marketing promotional ideas out there. I mean, from Coca-Cola can covers, beer can covers, whatever have you, aprons, pens, to USBs, memory sticks. I mean, there's just so many different things that you can give out. And, and you want to be spending a good $500 to about $1,000 a year just on promotional products. I mean, depending on the size of your company, obviously, but if you're just like a normal, under $1 million, business, you definitely want to be spending a good $500 to $1,000 just on promotional gifts that, that you give out throughout the month. To your customers. And again, we talked about this earlier on, but you want to be definitely picking your top 10 VIPs, and once a year, treat them a good $100 to $200 gift. And you want to be building that budget from the beginning of the year. So putting aside $100 to $200 in a can, somewhere in your office. And then also with you dental practices, definitely reward them. Starbucks cards, buying them a coffee for $5, that goes a long way. I mean, you might feel like, oh, what is $5? What is a cup of coffee? But you know what? You might as well be the one doing it and make them feel very, very, appreciated. So again, let's review what a successful survey can do for you and to immediately grow your business. We talked about that. We covered how to brainstorm the right questions to ask in your survey, and we talked about separating your surveys between patients, the type of patients, right? When they come in for the first time checkup, they come in for their hygiene checkup, they come in for a full x-ray, maybe an emergency visit. You have a different survey for them. A major case visit for them. So you always have that VIP treatment to your customers, your patients, making them feel like, they're being cared for, and that your practice really cares. You're not just sitting there asking for their positive Yelp feedbacks, but you're doing it if they in fact have any complaints that your practice needs to resolve. You're asking for them in real time, okay, before it gets to Yelp or any of your online reviews, okay? How to design a professional looking survey your customer ignore. It says will ignore, and it kind of went off the page, but it's will not ignore. We talked about that. How and who to pass out the surveys to increase your sales. For you dental practices, every single patient, okay? Every single patient. And then for you dental laboratories out there or suppliers, survey for your VIPs, your regular customers, different months throughout the busy months, the slow months, different products you want to be promoting. You want to switch up your questions, your surveys around, okay? And have each of those surveys saved up in your desktop. Bonus tip for success, we went through that. Always be appreciative to your customers, not only, to ask them for, what for your business development, or promoting your business products and treatments. But you also want to be appreciating them by giving them rewards such as Starbucks cards, coupon books, maybe a comprehensive visit for one of their friends, or for them if they refer a friend, whatever it is. You want to be appreciative and give them something that they will, feel like, oh, wow, I'm being appreciated just by giving out my real-time feedback to this practice. Now, again, I want to finish off with this. When is the perfect time to start marketing, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen? I want to tell you all the time. Your dental practice or dental laboratory, or any of you business owners out there listening in right now, time, don't do it in your slower months. Don't wait around, until you lose a couple clients here and there, but be doing it all the time, consistently throughout the year, and have a strategy in place. You can visit our YouTube channel, Helen Sharolyn, and see all the different strategies that I share, and I give it out for free because we want you to grab those values and just take it and run with it, and create that perfect strategy that works for you, that you could commit to. And remember, you need to be consistent in everything that you do, okay? Otherwise, it will not work. You do survey once, it will not work. I guarantee you, okay? You might get one customer calling you and saying, hey, I didn't know you do implants. Or, another patient saying, oh, I didn't know you do smile makeovers in your office on the same day. But it consistently, okay? So be ready with these essentials: website, social media, Google Plus, Facebook a Plus, Instagram, definitely. Twitter, okay. You know, all these LinkedIn, be on there. Be present and be consistent in your flow of marketing out there, okay? Have your brochures, simplify price lists for some of you, you know, dental laboratory owners and suppliers out there. Laboratory owner, business card, be professional, be fun, different, logo, definitely need to be having a logo, be involved locally, and get your name out there. So I just want to take the time right now to thank you for your time, and you know, it's fun to do all of these things, but you know what's the best practice in marketing is to start with knowing your why, and then also discovering your customers' feedbacks of, you know, your current status. You know, am I doing a good job? Is there something I could do better? Wanting to know that is very, very important. I have a quote that I talk about. It says, you know, and also, you know, make sure you care for your customers, you know, make sure you fall in love with your customers. You know, remember when you fell in love, you know, the first time, if you have or if you haven't, but I remember when I fell in love the first time, I wanted to know the person more. I wanted to know, you know, what he likes and what he didn't like. I wanted to be better, right, for him. And those are all reasons that you want to be caring for your customers as well, because they're the ones that are bringing your bread and butter and food on the table and making you a very successful man and woman. So you want to make sure to care and appreciate every single feedback back from them. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I look forward to 2 weeks from now, we'll have another webinar going up, and I'm sure our sales team and marketing team will go out there and try to let you know which those are. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Happy serving.